Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, on the HQ channel, bringing you a new, different kind of little video. We did something like this with the Magnus Talktime video, but this is a discussion of our top 3 favourite games that were released at E3, or something was or announced at E3, or were featured at E3. So the top 3 games we're most excited for that are coming out soon. So in the Skype call with me, I have the wonderful Magnus Kremlin, one of our original members. We have Magnus Jamie.
Whoops.
Again, no response.
And I suppose our newest member, Magnus Undead in a Box. And are you going to say hello?
You really have to say the full name.
I do. AKA.
Well, it's your YouTube name, Reese.
AKA.
So,
I know.
yes.
Okay.
It's so unprofessional.
No, it's just.
AKA.
I know, it's so fucking wrong.
AKA Reese. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say my list, and then we'll follow with Kyle, then Jamie, then Undead in a Box. Or Reese. So yeah, number 3, I've put the Michonne special, the Telltale's Michonne special, for Telltale's The Walking Dead, I guess. This is going to be like, I mean, I'm really, because I'm a slightly big Walking Dead fan, so I mean, I'm really excited to see that they're actually doing something with an actual comic book character. And it's going to be, you know, Telltale games are amazing anyway, so it's going to be pretty good. Number 2, I've put Just Cause 3, because that shit just looks amazing, just full stop. And number 1, I've put Overkill's The Walking Dead, because I love Payday, and I love The Walking Dead, and I love zombies, and I love willies, and, you know, mixing that all together in Overkill's The Walking Dead, it's just going to be perfect.
What?
They're going to mix all that stuff together in Overkill's The Walking Dead, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, Kyle?
Okay, my third, the game that I'm third most looking forward to would be Overkill's The Walking Dead. And the reason for that is I thoroughly enjoyed Payday 2. It was one of those that we just played like every day for a few weeks.
300 hours probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Second would be Fallout 4. I kind of struggled to get into the third one, but that doesn't change the fact that I thought it was a brilliant game, and I'm looking forward to the fourth one. But my top game has to be Just Cause 3. Wreaking havoc in the second game is an absolute shitload of fun, and what I've seen with the third one just looks amazing.
So now we're gonna go on to Magnus.
You script or something?
Well, now it did sound quite scripted there. And now we're gonna go on to Magnus Jamie, with his top 3. So Jamie,
Just a quick drink of apple juice first.
hit us with your number 3.
Just got Diet Coke.
Just throw it off. It's finished. Number 3 is Black Ops 3. Oh, lol. Ha. Just because, no matter how much you say you're not going to buy the next Call of Duty, you buy it. Number 2 would be Fallout, because there you go. And number 1 is Overkill's The Walking Dead, because I played Payday too much.
And did you like Telltales?
How many hours is that he's got on record? It's just
About 330 or something.
bloody hell.
And for me, that's quite bad.
And
I'm
last,
going to add that to the
There
space
you
of
go.
about 3 months.
last but definitely least is
Fuck right
is Reese. So let's hit us with your number 3.
Number 3. It's got to be Star Fox Zero. I'm interested in what they're going to do with it. I mean, the last installment of Star Fox was Star Fox Command back in 2006 for the DS, which is pretty good. So I'm just looking forward to see what they're doing with that. The gameplay trailer looks brilliant. Number 2. The Last Guardian. Now, that has been in development since 2007. It's took them 8 years to actually do something with it. It's been completely delayed over the years, and it was really
Holy
like
shit,
people were
I'm
looking
not
forward
younger
to it
than that
being
game.
revealed. I want to see it. I mean, from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's going to be brilliant. And then, obviously, the top of my list, and on Jamie's and Kyle's list as well, Fallout 4. Because Fallout is just fucking awesome.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
we're going to discuss
What
about
do you need?
each of the games that we've put on a list. So the one that I've put as number one and Jamie put as number one was Overcooked The Walking Dead. So I guess that's like the most popular. So discussions of that. So what do we expect?
Overkill. I'm going to play it a lot.
So like I think
Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, go on.
Well, they've given. I'm just gonna say they've given us they've given us a small trailer, but it really doesn't feature very much. It doesn't really show you how like the mechanics of the games or anything. It's just like it's really just more of a teaser than a trailer. And they gave us that weird like 8-minute one with like some girl and then she gets shot or something. I don't understand that. And they've released posters and stuff, so there isn't really much to actually go on at the minute, which is the problem with the game. But I mean,
think
if it's anything like
we
Payday,
really don't know what to expect from it, do we?
yeah.
Because it could be they could have made it so that you're stealing things like you are on Payday, or maybe sneaking around trying to avoid the zombies or whatever. We just don't know what it could be yet.
Or it could be like like
Maybe I have to pay to get the main menu up. You never know. Might be a DLC.
I mean, like, well, you could be like instead of endless waves of cops, it could just be endless waves of zombies, and then how you. But the problem with is the specials. I don't really know how that would work, because if it's gonna go in the eyes of the Walking Dead, there isn't like it's not like Left 4 Dead 4 where there's like boomers and witches and all that. Left 4 Dead. Did I say Left 4 Dead 4?
You did say
Left 4 Dead 2 even. Left 4 Dead 2. It's not
Well,
like Left.
in the future.
It's not like Left 4 Dead 2 where you have all these like special zombies, and if they're going to go canon with the comics, they can't have specials. So they could have like zombies and riot gears and stuff like that, and maybe like a zombie in a juggernaut suit. That might be cool, or something like that. But I don't know if it'd be. I reckon honestly, most games, if they copy another game and put copy like things. Say if this game copied Payday, I think it would be more beneficial than for it to like take a fresh start. If you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want it to be too different from Payday. Otherwise,
Well, they did a good job with Payday, didn't
exactly.
they? So
It's a good game already.
it
So
works.
yeah. Reese, your thoughts? You didn't actually put it on your list.
What?
You didn't actually put.
I don't know. We don't know enough about it to say anything.
Is that your
I
only
mean,
reason?
it could be like Payday, or it could be completely different. To be honest, I want to know more, at least slightly more about it. I want to see a bit of gameplay before
Okay.
I actually put it on any sort of hype list.
36 seconds of gameplay.
Yeah,
No, never
so
enough.
good.
Okay.
Reese needs a few hours.
So moving on. I guess we'll do Fallout 4 because 3 people have got it on their list, and two people have put it as number 2, and Reese put it as number 1. So I'm gonna leave the discussion to you 3 because honestly, I don't know it really well.
Fallout 4.
Much hype.
Much hype. It's.
Much hype. Very wow.
I mean, come on. We sat there on the Twitch, on the Twitch page.
We sat
Waiting
there on the
for the
Twitch
train.
page and watched it.
We were
swirl
there
out
with the
there.
100,000 people and helped break the website. We were there.
Everyone's
for that. We
spamming
helped.
"Let's go, pal" at the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And
And then
it
even
was so
before the
good.
trailer, just on the waiting screen, fucking hell, the
Yeah.
fucking chat was going past like some sort of fucking F1 car. Fuck me.
I mean, it looks so good. Going from all the new features that are going to be implemented in it that'll build on the previous titles, like the fact that you can now build stuff in the towns, and the like sort of. Did you see the weapon? Did you see the weapon customization?
No, actually, I haven't really seen much of it, to be honest.
No.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like
What I think is they've had when was New Vegas released?
2010.
2010. So they've had like 5 years now since the last Fallout. So I'm hoping, they've gone and
It's not the same
You know,
team.
there's a different team.
Vegas.
That shows how much I know. Okay, well, still,
Spelt with a
hopefully
Z,
they'll.
not
It's the same people who made Skyrim are making this.
Fallout New
Oh, right.
Faggers.
Yeah, okay, of course. Software, so-
Alright, spelt with
Well,
a V.
whatever. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they've got. Hopefully, they'll have learned.
Yeah.
from
I mean, we
previous
don't know
Fallouts. Good.
too much about the story of the game yet. We just know that it's in Boston and you come out of Vault 111.
One.
Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, you do see the guy character destroy a Brotherhood vertibird at one point. So it's
Yeah.
sort of. I'm looking forward to see what it's actually going to bring. I
Yeah.
think it's out in November or something.
That discussion was surprisingly less. I don't know.
Well, honestly, the only reason I haven't put
Interesting.
Fallout 4 on my list is honestly mainly just because I've never played the previous games, and I mean I'm more excited for The Walking Dead more, to be honest.
November the 10th.
Yeah.
apparently.
So I guess we'll move on to a game that two people put on their list. That's me and Kyle, and that's Just Cause 3. So
Yeah.
who wants to start, Kyle? You or me?
Well, we've both just. I guess
Really?
I'll start. We have both just watched the trailer that was released today, actually, or when this was recorded, and that showed off quite a lot of the mechanics in the game. It's largely the same as the second one, which we both really enjoyed. But one thing I have noticed is that the main focus of Just Cause 2 was the destruction that you could just wreak upon everything. But they've made it more advanced in this one. Like, things actually have crumple zones instead of just exploding. You can blow up buildings, take down entire highways if you want.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. There's a lot more to do.
I think it definitely looks a lot fresher at the same time though. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look too. I don't think so. It isn't like I'm taking a bad example, but like for example GTA 4 and GTA 5. You know how they honestly look completely different, but this
Yeah.
it looks slightly different. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing because Just Cause 2 is amazing, but
Yeah. Just Cause 2 was brilliant, so they've kind of kept it as fairly similar, while improving it. They haven't changed anything major by the looks of what we've seen so far.
yeah, and honestly, I think that the bridge destruction is just that's where I'm just like, yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I only really put it as number 2 because I mean I'm probably more excited for it than the Michonne special, but not as much as Overkill's The Walking Dead. So Jamie, Reese, maybe why didn't you guys put it on
Not
your
really.
list?
So a lot on it. I played
It's-
Just Cause 2 a bit, but never really got into it.
Reese,
I would say close 4 or 5. It
Ah,
would top my list, but to be honest, even though I love the game, it's not really my sort of subject of hype
okay,
or interest at the moment.
all right. So that goes for all the games that, I guess like are
Multiple
on.
was chosen.
Yeah.
Well-
So now we're just gonna go with the games that. I guess we'll just go with my one game we haven't talked about, which honestly probably isn't going to take much, which is the Michonne special from Telltale.
Yeah,
Because
but
we
what
all
this
know
just-
nothing about that.
Well, alright,
The only thing I know is what Robert's told me, and it just seems like it's filler, really, isn't it? Like just something to occupy you
it
before
is in a
the
way.
third season. So.
I do, right, the 400 Days DLC I thought was absolutely pointless, because it didn't do anything for Season, 2. I mean, I suppose it brought Bonnie in, but, I mean, she didn't last long
Introduced it to
anyway.
Bonnie, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, and she leaves
And
anyway,
then she
or
went on to rob
dies.
banks.
Anyway, moving on. And this one is actually taking, it's not going to carry on to season 3, or at least I don't think, unless Clementine goes to where the comic book characters are at the minute. And it's following the more recent comics in The Walking Dead, which is actually pretty cool because it's not like where the TV show is, and it's more advanced, I suppose. And it's actually really recent. Like these comics that came out like 2-3 months ago, which is kind of cool. And it shows the story of Michonne after she left the All Out War and the other 3 people in the call. Probably don't know what I'm talking about, and probably just even some people watching the video, which was like 5 people, probably don't know what I'm talking about. So I just think it's going to be really cool because it's Telltale, and it's just going to show. It's basically going to explain a story that's in the comics, which honestly we know nothing about, in like comic book readers know nothing about. So that's why I think it's going to be interesting, and that's why I'm really hyped. And plus, it's Walking Dead, so anything Walking Dead I'm hyped for. I was hyped for Survival Instinct. It just was a tad disappointing.
Look how that turned out.
Yeah, so I guess we'll move on to one on Jamie's list, which is number 3. Was Black Ops 3, I guess, yeah. So
I'm just getting it because it's a Call of Duty. I mean, like, the people who normally get Call of Duties for like, this Call of Duty looks really bad, but you're gonna end up getting it. So,
inspirational words.
It's the newest game franchise. You're gonna look at it and go, well, I may as well buy it.
Is there anything in particular you like about this Call of Duty, or is it just because it's Call of Duty?
Little kids, fun listening to them.
Is that
There you go.
because you're interested sexually,
Maybe.
or
You fucking wanker!
Because I'm interested sexually. Oh yes, I love getting sexually and verbally assaulted on Call of Duty. It's well fun.
fair enough? So anyone else? Black Ops 3
Well, I
guy?
still got Reese's Star Fox.
No,
That's
I'm
something
saying
I wanna mention
I'm saying
about that.
what do you think
Okay,
about
we're
Black
still
Ops 3?
talking about- Okay. Well, personally, I've never really been a fan of the franchise itself. I thought Ghosts was crap. I thought Advanced Warfare was crap. But
Yeah.
that's just my own opinion. I haven't really played, too many of them to make a proper choice. But I did enjoy World at War,
Well, that's going
so
back
I
a couple of years.
can't really say anything more than that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, personally, I think Black Ops 3, I mean, I liked number 1 and I liked number 2, so I guess I probably will like number 3, but I didn't like Ghosts, and I didn't like Advanced Warfare, and honestly, actually, yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty is going in a bad, like, the Call of Duty franchise is kind of going in a bad way at the minute, but I
Make
guess...
another fucking World War II game.
Yeah, I think that's something they really need to do. I know that they said they're done with that because they've done it many times before, but if they make a really good World War II game with a really decent story, I reckon it would work. It would really work. And if they made an equally decent multiplayer as well, it will be really good. Reese, what's your opinions on Black Ops 3?
I couldn't give a shit. Might get the game, we'll see.
Fair enough. So moving on, so the second one on Reese's list, which was Last Guardian, is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. So The Last Guardian has probably had the longest development cycle I've heard of in quite a while. I can't think of any others that are this long off the top of my head. I don't think there are, to be honest. Anyway. It's been...
I'm just good.
How do I say this? Right. I'm trying to think how to explain this. It's been around for quite a while. People loved it at E3 back in, I think it was like 2009 maybe, when they actually showed gameplay or something, I don't know. Right. And I personally love it as well. It's like, it's about a boy and some sort of dog, chicken, weird thing.
Sorry.
I don't know, it's a giant dog.
Okay.
A giant dog sort of thing. Not Cliff.
On
and
this it
obviously
says
it's all
a young boy and a giant terrier / chicken / goat thing.
There you go. But it's sort of like a puzzle game. And as I said, it's been around for ages. I loved the look of it back then, and just in the past, like, I think maybe 3 years, or possibly more than that even now. I'd say probably about 5 or 6 actually. It's just been completely gone. Like no one's heard much of it. They've kept saying that it's been in development, but no one's seen anything until now, when the latest trailer came out, which I think it came out yesterday now.
Yeah. So
It
honestly,
looks brilliant.
I've never heard of it. Well, I've just reading a bit on it now, and it looks like it just looks crazy.
I'm into all this sort of stuff. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
I like this stuff.
This is
Anyone?
weird.
Has anyone else got an opinion on it? Kyle, Jamie?
I can't say I do. I didn't even know it existed until we just mentioned it about half an hour ago. So
Alright.
no, I can't
Seriously,
say I
you're
have
gonna
an
get
opinion.
some shit for that.
Anyway, so on to our final one. The final one.
I'm just gonna say, and watch Betrayal. The character running down the stairs looks like the funniest thing I've ever saw. He's like, hey, whoa, better not fall.
And number 3, and number 3, and the last game we're going to talk about is Star Fox from.
Again, okay. So, as I loved the original Star Fox 64. I have the 3DS remake, and at one point I actually played the original on 64, and it was brilliant. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. It's like sort of a rail sort of shooter, I guess, but you're a ship, obviously, like flying around the screen. You have to shoot all the enemies and stuff like that, and you can go onto different paths and follow different things. It's really fun. The originals are really fun.
Yeah, I've played some of the originals on, online, and they are really fun. And honestly, I do look. I honestly think I will check it out because it looks like it's really cool to see like an older game. I know it's not that old. Well, it is kind of old, but it's cool to see an older game get redone. And Kyle was talking about. Kyle, you had a strong opinion on the game.
It wasn't really a strong opinion. There's just something I wanted to mention. Now, Star Fox wasn't one of those games that ever actually made its way to me. I've never played one. I don't really know what it's like, except for the character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the original Wii. That was all I really know. But having watched the trailer just a few minutes ago, the game still looks like it was made, like, it almost looks like it was made in 2006. Like, the textures still look fairly old, and just the voice of the guy still just sounds fairly bland. Like, it's just like, you hit somebody, he just says, "I got him," and it's just like, it doesn't. I don't think it really works very well. It sounds fairly old. But I don't really know if that's intentional or if it's something. I don't know.
Well, I think it's trying to hit the old classic-y kind of feel.
Yeah, that could be possible. I was just saying, something I wanted to mention.
Jamie? Go on, Reese.
Never mind. Go on.
Jamie, you got an opinion?
Never really played it. Never really saw it.
Fair dues.
Yes, no.
I will actually say one thing. The game seems to build a lot on the gameplay of the original, rather than that of Star Fox Command, which I'm liking. I mean, Star Fox Command was good, but it was more sort of like, you would start off on an overhead map, and then you would use so much fuel to move along, and you'd have to intercept all the units and like take out the bases, and then the final boss of the level.
Like a strategy game.
Sort of, but you would, when you went into the battles, you would actually fly around like in the original game, but it wasn't on rails. You would actually turn and stuff like that. I kind of liked that. I also liked the original, but the original I found was much more fun. It was a lot easier to play. I found the controls a bit awkward of Star Fox Command, so I like that they've switched back to this sort of stuff and they've built on that gameplay. I like that. Yeah.
So is that it? Anyone else got a thought or something to say? No?
I think
Okay.
that Nintendo seems to be going a little bit crazy this year.
With all their
There's
games.
so much stuff from them, but we'll have to see how this turns out.
So, honestly, E3 is released. It's still got to release some stuff, hasn't it? I'm pretty sure that's not it.
There's the PC Gamer one tomorrow.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
PC. It's going to be 3 hours long. Don't even.
So, we
I
may
never said I was going to watch it.
do a video, maybe in the future. I don't know, like at the end of E3, maybe doing, I don't know, like a roundup or something. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching.
There we go.
Please comment, and maybe subscribe if you
Don't
want.
forget to visit
Don't do
youtube.com/. Magnus Kremlin.
Yeah, check out Magnus Kremlin, check out Magnus Undead in a Box, check out Magnus Robert, and check out Magnus Jamie. And maybe even if you feel like you have the time, leave maybe your top 3 ones you're most excited for. So that's it, guys. That's all we got time for. I hope if you made it to the end of the video, then you are one crazy son of a bitch to actually listen to us this long. So yeah, thanks for watching again, guys. From all the Magnus members, I wish you happy E3 celebrations and all that shiz, and yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.